That breaks the camel's back, what brings the camel's back? It's fresh like the drip, drip, drip that'll never stop. Whoa.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and just show you this room one last time. This is kind of bittersweet. This room is coming apart. I know it just got done. You guys are excited to see this update. You guys have been asking for this for a really long time. But this room is about to be torn apart yet again. So let me go ahead and explain what's going on in here as it currently stands, and then we'll talk about the future upgrades in just a second. So let me go ahead and grab this right here. So this is my theater room. I've been working on this for over a year. This project started in July last year, and that was even after a year of us living in this new house. So the last update you guys saw was probably the Building the Batcave series. This is a completely different series that we've done. Well, that that mainly I've done in this room. But let's go ahead and show you guys what's going on. So this is a full-on. Let's just talk about the room. So the room itself, this is on the second story. This was completely different. This was open to the stairway down there. This was open to the balcony downstairs. And I can even show you guys that in just a second. We'll pop back out here. And then this is kind of what we're dealing with. And you guys can check out our super dirty downstairs. But in this room right here is what we got going on. Again, a couple different things that need to get done. I need to finish out the HVAC in this room. Since we sealed off this room, we need to make sure that there are some returns back here, some exhaust, because there's only 2 intakes in the front. So if you guys have ever sealed off a room before, you'll notice that the room tends to start getting, there's not a lot of circulation. So I want to make sure that there's constant circulation in the room so that everything stays fresh and it's a nice environment. It doesn't get too hot or anything like that. So what we have here is a 13 wide by 18.5 foot deep room, and then these are 9-foot ceilings. What you guys don't see is behind here, there are 2 feet behind this screen that you guys don't even see. You could stick your arm straight through there. I could actually pull off these panels in just a second to show you guys. But there is a 21-inch subwoofer here, Black Swan here, Black Swan here, Black Swan here, and another 20-inch sub, 21-inch sub on the other side. This is the Dream screen that we're using right here. This is an incredible screen. Works great with any acoustics going through it. It's nice and breathable. It has a nice protective coating on it too, so if you have kids, obviously, if you're spending money on a woven screen or a knit screen for acoustic properties, you want to make sure that your investment is protected. So they kind of have this material on there in which, even on their website, they throw a glass of wine on there, and it doesn't affect the screen one way or the other. So that's really cool. I love this screen. If you guys want to check these things out, I highly recommend them. I'll leave links down in the description, or you guys can contact me directly, and we'll get you set up with your own personal Dream screen. This is a fixed frame. They also have a motorized. I think that we talked at doing a motorized this year at CEDIA, so maybe that'll be coming very, very shortly. But we talked about the area behind the screen. We talked about the screen itself. So to finish off the screen, you need a projector. So we have the Sony 7000 right up here. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm starting to realize that I'm no better than those guys that buy Dodges and don't take the yellow banana sticker off of, or the protectors off the front. I need to take those things down. I completely just skipped my mind. But this is the Sony 7000. This thing is a massive, you guys can see right here, the full lights are on in the room. And this thing is an incredible image right there. It cuts through all the BS and it gives you crazy dynamic tone mapping. It is razor sharp on its picture too. So I'm super impressed with this one. The only way to make it better, obviously, better HDMI cables and video processor. So I do have that taken care of as well. I have a whole bevy of AudioQuest cables that we're using for this system. And then I also have a MadVR NV Extreme that I'm using to church up this picture. So if you guys have never seen MadVR MV Extreme, definitely recommend checking one out. And then once you see it, the game's over. You guys got to buy them, because after that, it's one of those things that you can't just unsee. But that covers this. I'll show you guys the rack in just a minute. But let's talk about the room itself. So this is kind of a design choice in here. As you guys will see, it is completely not finished out 100%. Well, because I knew I was going to be replacing these speakers anyway. As I told you guys before, I'm selling pretty much everything that you guys can see in the room. The stuff back here, I'm still selling as well. It's just I don't have a buyer for them just yet. So if you guys want to buy a set of 3 of the Black Swans Beryllium Edition with the 4-inch compression Beryllium driver, those things are literally some of the best speakers I've ever heard in my entire life. You guys can also buy the 21-inch subs that are back here, and yeah, they're the sealed 21-inch subs. They rock, but definitely get rid of everything. So let's see, the design choice, again, like I'm talking about, this isn't finished over here because this one is over on this side. As you guys can see, this is all Guilford of Maine. So I went ahead and made these panels for the room. The ultimate idea was to make this more or less acoustic and bass traps for the room, but now that I'm realizing the leaps and bounds that Trinov's made with their waveforming technology, I think I might actually take advantage of that more than anything else, and this might be rethought or just repurposed. So Guilford of Maine 701 black, wrapped around some stretch fabric panels. And then there's a 2x4 construction built out on the wall right here. This still isn't finished out, but I'm going to finish this out with some nice wood veneer. Same thing with any of the things that are showing here. This entire box is going away. The speaker that I'm getting is even much bigger than this one, so I'm using this as my front wides right now. Let's see. So I didn't finish off that panel because I ran out of material as well. But overhead, we have 6 of the Ascendo. These are the German 6s. This is before they moved all their manufacturing for the 6s to China. So these are the really, really good ones. These already found themselves a new home, as well as these right here. These are the 10s, and I use these for front wides. I use these as surrounds right here, and then I use these as rear surrounds right there. So all of those have a new home. We have the Valencia seats in here. This system, it is what it is. I would rather have row 1, but these guys sent me these for review about 3 years ago. They kept asking for more videos. I did feel bad about it initially, but you know, it kind of is what it is. I gave them a review for the video, or for the seats. To be honest, I think that there's better stuff out there for the price. So if you guys want to check stuff out like that, I think row 1 would definitely be the way to go. I think that pretty much covers it for the room. So let's go ahead and pop over to the rack. Check that out. So again, like I'm talking about, we have the 10s back here, coaxial design, super cool. Does great with surrounds, as well as, you know, if you want to use these as LCRs. I'm not associated with Ascendo at all anymore, guys. That's the main reason why I'm selling the stuff in this room. I'm going to be switching over to a brand new brand. You guys will see that very, very shortly. But it just doesn't make sense to keep promoting them. I have no problem with the guys in Germany, but I feel like the representation here in America, this is my personal opinion, is I'm kind of jumping off the ship on this one. And that's kind of where it stands right now. But with the rest of the room, what we're going to be doing is, this is a rug. I don't like it. I would rather just replace this with actual carpet. So we're going to be replacing this with actual carpet coming up very shortly. If you guys want to know the room paint code, I believe that this is carbon on the ceiling, which works out really good. And we have this blue on the side. I'm going to need to look it up. I'll leave it down in the description. But I kind of like the blue. I think it works really well in this room, because most people just do a black and gray. Kind of want to be a little bit different. So that's kind of it. Differences in the room, I'm going to be adding lighting as well as swapping out all these speakers. So the lighting is going to completely change this room into something that is, in my opinion, I think it needs more light. This is a really, really dark room, which is great because every time I walk up here, it's very peaceful. But I would like to have lighting, just because you guys know it's been several years since I recorded. in my actual theater space, and I want to get back to that coming up very shortly. So I think that's all I got for you guys. If you want to buy any of this product, you guys know where to go. You guys can go to Home Theater Experience, thehometheaterexperience.com. You guys can also check me out. I'm the general manager of the Grid Hi-Fi over in Houston. So if you guys want to come and check me out in person, you guys can patronize our business that way. Either ways, I'd be happy to help you guys out. I think the last thing is just to show you guys some demos, but I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. I know it's been a long time since I have been recording personal stuff, you know, and basically this whole debacle with the speaker company is kind of throwing me for a loop. So I'm getting back to it. You guys will start seeing a lot more content coming out shortly. But that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.